Third transition of leadership in this journey. So you've gone from team member to team leader to leader of team leaders, and now you are leader of team leaders to a functional leader. You're leading a function, HR, engineering, logistics, marketing. You have expertise, you grew up in this organization in this functional area. So now you're working with a group of other functional leaders. Some themes that I think are coming through in this level of leadership to me: you're now thinking more strategically. You have operational requirements, but you have to think strategically. 2, finances are involved, and different levels of communication here. So I'm very interested to hear what you think about the expertise required to be successful at this level. All right, so let's take a look at each of the 5 areas. First, leadership. What expertise do you need to master to be successful at this level? My opinion, it is communication. What's changed? Your peers who you communicate with. Everyone else is a functional manager who do not fully understand your function. You grew up and you got promoted because you were doing well in the functional area. Everyone understood what you were talking about. Now you're also in that organization, in that function, you're higher. It's harder to communicate with the folks on the line to get the feedback and to make sure they know what you're working on. And going up, you have to master the communication at the next level to make sure your information gets to where it needs to go. So I think you need to master the leadership skill of communication at this level. Technical. What are the technical skills you need to be successful? And I said you're strategic, so which brings in planning. You need to technically know how your organization plans at this level. You need to be a planner. You need to master how financing is done. Finances are reported, how finances are managed at this particular level. And so as you think about, these 2 are extremely important, and they're supported by reporting. And it's not just you reporting up. You are now reporting sideways. When you think about communication, you are reporting up, but you need to get the right information coming up from below you. So that's extremely important. If you do not master these parts of this next level, again, it's going to be extremely challenging. So now, tactical. Tactical is the application of the technical in the business context. Well, this all is going to come down because now you need to make sure you know how to implement, take those specific skills. This is how we do it. Here's the technical part of it. Now, how do I manage that day to day in my environment to make sure that happens? So you have to be able to apply this here in working with the folks that you're leading and in working with your peers. Cultural. When you're thinking, I'm with all these functional leaders, you know your area, they don't know your area. This here, I think you have to be able to master. You have to be a teacher to teach those individuals you're working with, to teach them this is how we contribute to the overall business. They need to understand how you contribute, understand what you do, and you also have to master learning. So you are a teacher and you are a student because you need to learn how all those other functional areas affect you and how you integrate overall into this process. If you don't master that, you can just imagine how challenging that will be. If you're always just trying to transmit your message and not hear how you're impacting them or how they're impacting you, you're going to struggle here. You're going to be axle deep in the sand. So this is really important to be able to understand you're a teacher and you need to be a student as well. Okay, last one. This last one here, business cycle. So now as you think about the business, what do you need to master on the business cycle? And in that area, I think it's understanding how other functional areas impact you, impact what you're doing, and how you impact those other functional areas on the overall business cycle. Remember, you're always in business to make money. What's the ROI? How do you understand the margins? How are you affecting the margins overall of this business, your functional area, and how are they impacting your margins? My opinion, I'd love to hear what you think, what areas of expertise you need to master to be successful at the functional level.